All right, here we go. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What ticker should we look at? I might take a look at MINM. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. 4 seconds to the bell. I was going to do something.
Market is open.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, no, probably should be focusing on whatever this one is. Bivy. But someone said it was garbage. It's probably true. I'll try it nonetheless. Yes. Not a very good start there. A-Dill looks kind of strong. Moving over to A-Dill immediately. Ah, you bit. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. Holy crap. First day of March, probably a red day. That's a pretty big loss there. Ooh, okay, I got to be careful now. That was a pretty big loss in A-Dill. I can tell this market's not the same. I was thinking breakthrough 360 here. Okay, I gotta let A-Dill go. I can't believe I lost $1,000 on that already. This is not the way I wanted today to go. It's no fun. I think I was just a little too much size on A-Dill. I mean, my first trade made $500 and then. There we go. I made most of my money back, but now the problem is I still have $1,000 loss. So, hey, if I can get break even today, that's a win. This is brutal. Look at that. That's brutal. This is not the market that I love. I knew the good times weren't going to last. There we go. We're getting some of my money back here now. I want to keep my orders light today. Oh, wow. I sold out at 28. Now we're at 40. This is where I got screwed last time. Wow. You see that? You see that? You see that? That bid drops out pretty quick on this bugger. Oh, shoot. It could be a 1-bar pullback here. Shoot. I missed kind of the best entry. I wanted it back up to the highs. I kind of knew it. You don't want to hold this one too long. This A-dill. Look at that. Back up. It's hard for me to trust this one. I'm going to go down to 2,700. Tricky. It's pretty whippy. Yeah, this one is not a quality. Price action is just not there. It's too much up and then back down, up and back down. There's range, but of course, if the one I buy is when it doesn't pop back up. The entries and exits are annoying on this. See what it wants to do here. There we go. I got my loss back, at least. Ah, shoot. How? It seems like I lose a lot more money than I should be. ENV, but it looks good. No, I think we got to go back to A-Dill. It's really hard to get a good fill on this, at least in my opinion. It's proving to be a little bit difficult. Hold up, it's 433. Proven to be a little bit difficult. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to employ a little bit different style of trading on this one. Ah, shoot. Can't say I'm a super fan of this one. Wow, it failed. Oh, this is just a little bugger. Looks like my trade would have been correct. Normally I would say this thing's done, but I don't know. Wow. I don't know. It's like it's there, but it's not super easy. We might not be breaking pre-market high. That is unfortunately what it looks like. I 836 red again. God dang it. Yeah, that's too bad. Back break even on the day. Am I missing anything? Blair 186. Yeah, this thing here is garbage. I'm gonna have to change my entire approach. Bivy. I'm gonna pull Bivy back up. It's the only ticker I actually have money on. Hey, Dill. I want to get my money back on it, but I am break even up on the day. Good to see you, Timothy. Not much. V, good to see you. Bill, is it due to the float being low? Being low? On ADIL? Yeah, less than 1 million. I think that has partly to do with it. I think it's partly just because the market, we have a little bit more of push and pull right now. Shorts wanting to take back, all that they lost from February. My problem with this one is just the way the market is being made on it is the ask will pop up, but then the bid won't come with it. And so we're not getting filled on the ask. So it's almost creating this illusion that the price is going high, but it's being very difficult to catch the price. This looks done. We might have a pivot form down here. That's kind of what I'm looking for, but I'm not adding to it until I see more confirmation. I like that green. Let's see if that next candle goes green. I'm not going to add any more to it. This thing's kind of light volume. I'm just going to bail on that. Yep. Taking a $200 loss. Okay, Bivy. I need to put more emphasis on Bivy, I think. NXU. Okay, we'll watch Bivy here. We got possibly breakthrough VWAP set up. NXU. Shoot, lost $100 there. I want this for the VWAP break. It doesn't feel so good. I jumped in early, lost $600. This might be the end of the road for me. Wow. First day of March, not off to a phenomenal start. I guess I'm not surprised. I mean, kidding me? Oh, wow. Vivi. I had money in it at first. Yeah. It gave a good fight there for a second, but yeah, you can tell this market's definitely not what it was. Ah, shoot. Taking a massive loss there. That's what happens when you size up so big on a day like this. Dang. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Oh, and it looks like it's coming here. Screw it. I need this to go big. Selling most of that. You kidding me? I probably sold a little early. Brutal. Brutal. I got bailed out of a little bit of red there. How am I going to feed the children? Okay, well, we're back in the race again. We're back in the race. We do need something that's actually good, though. NXU, it's pretty cheap, but I'm getting desperate now. I don't know. It's clear. Today's clear. It's just not the day. $264 to $290. Was A-Deal the one yesterday took like 30,000 shares on? Man, I had money today until I didn't. Taking a bigger loss there. Shoot. Stupid. It might be beneficial just to take the day that I have here now. The sellers on this are just a little too strong. I had to cut it. This just feels like playing with fire, this ticker here. I really don't feel like this is a very good ticker. But we don't really have any other good tickers today. HCTI. Is that good? There's something that's really good and I'm totally missing it, then call it out. I had $800 on this. I gave it all back. Fortunately. 305, 322. I mean, if we get creative, we could come green today. CRDF. Yep. What's the float on that bugger? Looks like a grindy. I feel like BFV is going to give us one more rip, but I could be wrong. uh, you got to really be smart about how you trade this, Garbo. I do see Adil coming back here. Keep an eye on that. I'm a little bummed. I had $800 on this. Now I don't. Ah, shoot. I missed the right entry here. Could get a run here. You kidding me? I'm gonna get smoked on this thing. I bailed. I probably shouldn't have. Okay. Bivvy's proving to be garbage. Where are we gonna get some money today? I don't know. You just can't simply buy anywhere and everywhere. Wow. I had the right idea on this one. Sucks. Come on. The 5 minutes there, the pattern's there, but it's sure struggling. Yeah, where are we at on the day? A lot bigger red than I want to be on a Friday. A lot bigger red than I want to be on a Friday. Tough day. Do a red or green pull here. Adil. You kidding me? I gotta cut that. Nah, I'm quite nearly at max loss here today. Vivi. This seems like my last hope. This is like my last hope, this one here. Come on. I had to get out. It literally didn't break. I probably should have held. Oh, when this pops, I'm gonna be so pissed. Yep. I messed up. That's a lot of money I just missed out on. That's a lot of money I missed out on. Oh, God. This just sometimes you just get so mad at yourself. Bimmy or Bivy. Oh. I took big size on it, and I would be up pretty good, but no, I'm not. Now I'm not up pretty good on it. This I want to get my money back on, which we could. We're moving in the right direction, though. Ah, shoot. The timing on this is not easy at all. The timing on this is not easy at all. Let's see. Where are you guys at? Green. Looks like 50-50 green to red. Sorry. No, I missed it. Are you telling me this thing's gonna flush? Yeah. We definitely got to keep our eyes on Bivy, but you slut. Stupid bit. Trying to hold for the bigger move. I did not get all the money I should have got. That's like $600, $700, $800 off my highs. Should have sold better. But hey, that gets me to green on the day. 1,300 bucks. That's freaking stupid because I feel like I should be up a lot more, but so back green. So we got 77 likes already, guys. We're almost to the daily goal of 100. So if you like the free live trading, now's the time to speak up. Raise arms against the British. I'm a little pissed because I didn't lock in. I remember seeing I was up 2K here. I should have just taken it all. It's not looking so good. It's not A quality at all. I dumped quite a lot. I still have a lot left. I kind of trashed the market there for a second, see if it rebounds. I had to cut the trade. But look at that. Look at that. It's getting light volume. It's getting light volume. I had to cut the trade. It might curl here, and I'll be. I don't know. The pattern doesn't look so good. I'm taking my finger off the trigger. I want to see how many orders I'm at on the day. I'm almost up $2,000. I was down $2,000. Now I'm up $2,000. I was right. But look at this difference between the spread and the ask. That is brutal. I bought at the high. I feel like an idiot. Gotta cut it. That's too bad. Sometimes they accelerate there. Today it did not. I had the right idea for that last trade. Not the last one, but the one before that. Possible breakout here. Wow, what a turn of events from being red 2,000 to being up 2,200. Well, Mac, there's never a point where I know, but oftentimes when a stock gets close to VWAP, it a lot of times likes to bust through it. And so when I took my entry, I took it with the understanding that we were on a bullish run, and B, knowing that we were close to the VWAP level. And so my target was to catch kind of that breakthrough the level. And then now we're on the reversal here. Now, there is no such thing as knowing for sure. And that every trade I take, I mean, I get pretty nervous on some trades. I'm also watching the 5-minute chart to see if we get some kind of pattern on there. Right now, it looks like we're getting selling pressure. I want to check my orders. So let's plan for a 10 o'clock class today. And if you guys can't make it, that's fine. We'll do some more next week. But then we get in the members in there, and we'll get some questions answered. I got a little bit of time. Okay, so that will be through Teachable. And then there's that Zoom link. Password is up there too if you need it, which I don't think you do. So all you should really have to do to get into the class at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 10 o'clock Arizona time, that'll be lunchtime East Coast time. You should just be able to click on that link. That'll bring you in. And then I'm gonna remember to record it this time. I'm gonna remember to record it this time. Because one of those lessons was the lessons that Mike wanted me to do, and I thought I had already done it, but I really had not. So I'm seeing some of you guys are red, but most of you guys are still green yet. Wow, green for Mike, green for BZ, green for KW. Blair's down at max loss. I could tell his emotions were flaring up because he ended up leaving early, which was good. I mean, he's at max loss, 188. Yeah, so he had to make the tough decision today. He had to pay the bills, and I can tell you this much: I know that doesn't feel good. It's the one crappy thing with trading is your whole mood. Sometimes even the whole month is determined on how well trading's been going for you, and trading is not always going to just be smooth sailing. Okay, we might actually have a further breakout here. I don't know. It's a little dangerous. $365 would be a very optimistic target for this, but we're trying to see if we can stop out short sellers. Yeah, I'm looking for the stop out. I'll put my order at 1158. Gee, I'll pull that order and just scale out. That could be a mistake, but we'll see if we get a bigger rip here. Selling a good bit up there. Wow, volume came in right there. I suppose people coming in late. That bid's dropping out. I got out there break even. I'm out of coffee, which is annoying me. I wish I had some more coffee. Oh, that's cute. 95 likes already. We got a topping tail reversal on here. Looks like it popped one more from where I was watching. Did it? 57. Yeah. Yep. Looks like it gave one more pop and then flush. Interesting. Okay, so now we got a little bit of a topping tail here. What's it gonna do? First, I gotta check my orders, and then I have a special poll that I want you guys to answer. Okay. I mean, as it sits now, I'm pretty happy with the turnaround. Very happy with the turnaround. Oh, market today a little bit slower, yes. Never forget me, Robbie, on your way to the top. Like, I have no problem with you guys starting channels, selling courses, but maybe consider once taking the opportunity to give a little credit, or not credit, but get a little shout out or whatever, and that's it. And then I'm not gonna be able to say shit, But yeah, I'm hoping to grow some of you guys' channels. We got Heaven that we're growing, Twin we're working on. I think Blair has a channel, D-Sign has a channel. I'm guessing Mighty Goat has a channel. Where's Gary? Why isn't Gary in here roasting me? Where the hell did Gary go? Good morning, Philly Cheese. Blair. We gotta do like a little prayer session for Blair. He just took a max loss day, and I know that hurts. I hope that guy's not like addicted to like drugs and alcohol, because I mean, this kind of day could really get you triggered. It was not an easy day, so I don't know if that's gonna make him feel better, knowing that today was not an easy day. Is that gonna make him feel better that he took a max loss day? Probably not. But I've taken so many max loss days. I've had so many snowball days. And I know there's another one coming just over the horizon. As long as you can just minimize them as much as possible. You can't ever, in my opinion, get to the point where you never have one again. But what you can do is get to the point where you have them very rarely. Right? You get better at moving with the ebb and flow of the market. Right now with ADIL, right now with the market, where this isn't the same kind of trading we were doing earlier. So You know, if you thought you were good back 2 weeks ago, you probably were good, but those stocks are not here anymore. And so you literally can't sit there with small size and take a bajillion trades and make, you know, $1,000 per trade. Those stocks are just not here. So you're having to switch. And some people don't switch, okay? Some people don't switch. It's just what you like. Some people like to just simply focus on the quick one trade in, one trade out. You know, they will wait until a stock breaks out and then they're going to go ham. They're going to go absolutely ham. I know for a fact some traders are that way. So you don't need to follow me into this bottom below VWAP feeding. It's not easy. I mean, I was able to pick up 2,600 today. It was like a $4,000 swing from being down 2,000 now to green. So there's money to be made. It's just not quite as easy. Dennis is here. Okay, good. If you guys are planning to cancel the membership, just let me know. So I don't know. Well, we would miss you, but I get it if money is tight. Yeah, well, the YouTube subscription, Philip, it acts as kind of like a donation as well as a service. So there's a couple people that are signed up for the live trading package, and they don't really even watch the live streams anymore or the recordings, but I guess according to them, they wanted to continue paying as their way of supporting, and said, okay, well, that's kind of cool. I can get behind that. That's kind of cool. But you know, some people are going to have a little bit more important bills to pay. Some of you guys are just broke. If you're sitting in a high school classroom right now, please let us know. We'll start a poll. Are you in high school? Okay, if you're that young, this might be just a little too young for you. Okay, we're watching here. Watching here for a trade. Twin's not canceling. Twin, I hope you never leave me. Don't break up with me, Twin. Gary is feeding the children. I was wondering when he was finally going to do it. The guy, all he talks about is feeding the children. Well, Gary, why don't you get your ass over here and feed the children, huh? Gary's feeding the children. That's funny. 17K shares. Yeah, we had to really. I was getting a little frustrated today, and it worked out on another day in another multiverse that this same exact trades, same exact aggression would result in a giant red day. I just know it. What I did today, it was almost got lucky, but it's one level up from luck because I was actually using my 4 years of intuition experience to at least take an informed risk. You know, if I would have lost $5,000 today, I wouldn't be sitting there all day, be like, oh geez, what did I do? Geez, where did I go wrong? I'm like, I know where I freaking went wrong. Like, it's like so when you trade, you need to manage your risk. That starts with, even before you get into a trade, kind of understanding how much risk you're putting out there, right? And some people, they like get into a trade and like, oh wait, oh no, like look, look, like if this drops one tick, I'm gonna be down $500. Like they get surprised. They're like, I didn't know I could lose that much money. It's like, okay, that excuse you can make like once a quarter, but if every day you're coming into like, oh, I lost more than I thought I would on that trade, and I lost so much. Just give me a break. It's like, it's like, Johnny, when are you going to actually take this thing seriously enough to follow your max loss? I mean, seriously. I mean, it comes to a point, you've been at it for how many years and you still can't keep yourself from having a snowball day. You got to ask yourself if you really want to be a day trader. Because right now, it just ain't looking like it. All right. So do what you need to do. If we got to get your girlfriend to tase you every time you make a mistake, then we will support that. We will totally support that. How do you sell that 5K increments? Well, market orders, Noah. It's simply just 5. So hey, how do you sell that 5K increment? Yeah, sorry, I totally messed up your question. Yes. Just as I get in, I get out the same way. Alpha and Omega. Yes. Farmer, when are you coming to Argentina? About that, Juan. I found out that I'm banned from flying there. Can't fly there. I'm just messing, Juan. I'm not sure, Juan. Dennis, my TOS platform is so laggy later in the day. Anyone else? Is laggy later in the day? I know it sounds redundant, but maybe try restarting the application. Make sure you have Ethernet. Make sure you have a Windows laptop or a Windows computer. Although I heard that TOS does run better on Mac these days, better than it used to be. Maybe you're running out of memory. Maybe we got to get you a new laptop, Dennis. I'm not sure. Orders are slow. Okay. Oh, like now orders are slow. I don't know. I think that I have a lot more slower orders than I realize, but to me, I'm just used to it, right? You get a car that always pulls to the left. Like, yeah, it pulls to the left or whatever, but if you're used to it, you might get into a new car and be like, oh my goodness, this is different. I kind of liked my car that pulled to the left a little bit. So I think I've gotten to that point where maybe I'm experiencing a lot of the same lag as you guys, but I'm just like at the point of not caring because it's good enough. And I'm used to it. The Day Trading Bible. Yeah, we'll be publishing that shortly. Dennis, it seems like an internet thing. It seems like an internet thing where you're getting laggy orders. Now, if you're dragging your mouse across your platform and it's glitching across, and if it feels like TOS as an application is glitchy, then maybe you need a better computer. And if it's already a good computer, then maybe you need to redo your app. MINM, guys, what just happened? Kind of the same thing. Hmm. He's using it too. Dennis, we're gonna have to keep working on that. Are you settling? Are your settings set on 2S optimized for your computer RAM? Are your settings set on 2S optimized for your computer's RAM? As far as changing how much RAM that the application can use, yeah, I think I have it set perfectly. I haven't had any issues, but maybe. But I haven't done a whole lot of customizing. But yeah, I haven't messed with that. Could you explain the difference between the YouTube to the 500 membership? Explain the different perks from the YouTube membership to the 500 membership. Are you talking about between? Can you explain the difference from the YouTube? Well, we got 2 membership perks, okay? And I split it because some of you guys like to just chat. So I said, you know what? We'll lower it, $20 a month. I mean, do we have to do a poll asking people if they can afford $20 a month? If you can't afford $20 a month, then you're a little undercapitalized, probably. But I don't want that to tell you your dreams are ruined. You can still do a lot of practicing. You can still do a lot of practicing. It's not a reason to just give up. But anyways, that's for chat. And then 50 for the archives, cancel anytime. The courses is separate. That's a one-time fee, right? I split them because some people want just this, some people want just that. And then everybody has a lot of opinions mixed in between that. So what I did was I split them differently. Okay, so the course is my classes, and if you're interested, okay, I'll read that later. So it's up to you. So like with the classes, if you join, you end up wanting to have like, you know, one initial consultation, then I'm open to that. But what I can't promise is that I'm going to allow for 2 years of me like consulting for you. It's not that. But I will say that, yes, under the trading farmer's discretion, we can set up between members times to talk. But there's a reason nobody does that, because it becomes a point where it's just too many people. But I think if you just join the class, I think it's fair that you at least earn one phone call. It's like the time I paid $400 for a 30-minute phone call with a CPA. I spent $400 just for that. And I already knew the answer to the question. I was just hoping that it was not correct. Turns out I was correct. So yeah, make sure you read all the disclaimers. All the disclaimers are basically saying, hey, there's no guarantees. Hey, we're not responsible for any dollar you lose. Okay. And more importantly, what the disclaimer says is educates you to tell you that this is risky. You got to go slow. If you lose more than $2,000 to $3,000 learning to day trade, and you're starting to get to that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 of lost money, of real money, you're doing something wrong. You don't need to lose that much money to learn it. You don't need to. Now, some people need to. Some of you older guys are like, well, I don't really care when I'm only messing with 50 cents per trade. And that's absolutely true. The people that I see do that are older people that have the extra capital where they can have $100-$200 losing red day. They can have a couple bigger losses. When I was starting to learn day trading as a broke college student with a little bit of farm money, I couldn't afford to be losing 8-10 grand. That's all I had. So, that's why I'm screaming at you. You don't need to lose that much money because that's all I had. But for some of you guys, and I think it's actually it's actually a disservice to you, because you get into this mode of, oh, I can afford to take losses, and and then next thing you know, you've lost quite a bit more than you ever thought. Don't do that. Don't do that. So actually, I think the people that they have a very tight backstop. Even though I had lost about $1,000 to $2,000, no, I'll cut to the point. It was $1,000. That's the most money I've ever lost truly for my initial investment. I went down 1,000 over the course of like half a year. I came back to break even, and then I started to make just a little bit of progress. Am I really telling you guys all this for free? Frick. Anyways, Blair, I should have walked away red, just 115 instead of 188. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know how it happened. If it was like a classic snowball where you had like 10 chances to walk away before. Sometimes you get like a free pass if you took a trade that was smart and you weren't at max loss yet, but then it kind of rolled into a big loss. In that case, that's kind of like okay, but at least you shut down. There's a difference to when you get to max loss and then you turn into a degenerate and you take 50 bajillion trades. Yeah, Blair, I'm not too worried about you. You're on the right path. And I think you're smart enough to know that you are on the right path. So just don't screw it up. The only way you could screw it up is if you size up too soon. If you try to rush it right now, you could hit a huge wall. But we already talked about that. Philly cheese, I sure learned my lesson in January. Philly cheese, is that when it happened? Was that when it happened? I thought it was a lot longer ago. We'll keep talking about that Philly cheese because that's if you're talking about the lesson I'm talking about, that was we'll have to talk more about that Philly cheese, but just put a smile on your face today. Fake it till you make it if you have to. Alf Trader, what about me being green for 2 months? I don't know what your exact share sizing is, but you're starting to prove yourself. But don't be one of those traders that's really good and then just blows up one day, So I would say probably, because you can be a good trader 9 times out of 10, but if on that 10th day you turn into a complete animal and you blow up your account, then you're not profitable. So, saying you follow your max loss most of the time, it might not be good enough. You got to follow your max loss all the time. Most of the time is not going to cut it in trading, right? I mostly don't hold positions overnight. I mostly cut my losing trades. I mostly do that. Sometimes I just freaking hold it all day long, but mostly I don't. It only takes one time of deciding to hold a stock overnight. It only takes one time that you say you're not going to cut the loss. You're going to wait for it to curl. It only takes one of those times to go against you in a bad way, and you lose so much. This is risk management, guys. And I see MINM ripping. I got 2.6 in the bank. I'm up 2,600 today. I don't have 2.6 in the bank. Where was I going? I'm watching MINM here, but I don't think I'm going to take it. Then blow. I think you're close.